Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I am pretty stoked. I finally picked up a new F-150. It is a 2024 F-150 5.0 XL Super Crew. It's a two-wheel drive truck. It's exactly what I was looking for. The standard features these days are nuts on these trucks. One of the things that I wanted to do to my truck, because it's more of a work truck, the way that it's set up, it doesn't have an exhaust tip on it. And I am very content with the way the exhaust sounds on this. I'm going to be towing a camper in some years. I'm really enjoying more of the quiet daily driver. I have exhaust on my other vehicles, and while they're not obnoxious, it just is nice to have a factory, sporty sounding exhaust like the 5.0 is. When you give it some gas, it sounds really, really good. And then when you're just kind of cruising around, it's very tame, barely noticeable. So I just wanted to put an exhaust tip on it. Well, in 2021, Ford redesigned their exhaust tubing, and the diameter is now different. It's not typical 3-inch like they've had for quite some time. It is actually 3 1/8 of an inch in outside diameter. And this is important because when you're putting an exhaust tip on your exhaust tubing, the inside diameter of the tip needs to be as equal or slightly more than the outside diameter of the exhaust tubing on the vehicle. Well, that is a kind of odd size, so from what I'm seeing, tip manufacturers are not bothering with it, right? Because it's just such a weird size. So a lot of trucks these days from Ford and other manufacturers come with a factory exhaust tip. Well, lower trims like mine and certain other trims maybe don't, and so your options are more limited than they really ever have been. Well, what I decided to do was use the factory exhaust tip from Ford, but I didn't buy it the part number you'll typically see shared or on Ford's accessory page. Ford has this tip. It's just a normal regular tip you see on a lot of factory, especially like XLTs and Lariats. It will come on those trucks, just a stainless steel, like 3.5-inch outlet, and it's just factory equipment. Well, they have that tip for about $100 before tax and anything on the Ford website. Well, someone shared a part number, and it is a old discontinued part number for the same tip. I don't know what the difference is. It doesn't look any different to me. Maybe they changed something, but it was designed for the 21 through 23 version of the F-150. And so I was able to scoop one of those up brand new. I think it was from a Ford dealer on eBay for $51. And so you're talking nearly 50% cheaper, and it's the same tip. And so I will share that part number with you. But I think it finishes off the truck so well. It's exactly what I was looking for. Ford does offer a 4-inch dual wall outlet tip. You can typically get that in the polished stainless steel, or you can get a black chrome version of it, which it looks good. You do have to trim your tailpipe a little bit. I think it's about 7 inches or so, it says. And some people like that look. It's a little bit more beefy. Sometimes if people are doing a muffler swap, they want a tip that looks a little bit more like a kit, so that 4-inch does add a nice look. It's a good looking tip. It's not the look that I was going for on this. And I just kind of wanted the simple Ford factory look, so that's why I used the part number that I'm going to share with you. The other options out there are, you could, I guess, maybe bring a 3-inch diameter tip over to an exhaust shop, and they may be able to expand it for you. But then I think a lot of manufacturers aren't going to bother doing anything with this, because people are either going to do the expansion with an exhaust shop, they're going to replace their system with a kit or a custom shop built kit, or they're just going to have a factory tip. So I don't really see the kind of situation changing, and so that's why I wanted to share that, because if you are looking for a tip, there is a little bit of a catch, and it is not 3-inch diameter tubing. It is actually 3 1/8 of an inch, so you just need to plan accordingly. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Looking forward to sharing some more updates and stuff. I'm in my shop. I kind of have temporary power going on out here, so I apologize for the lighting, but that'll be part of the journey, sharing here in my shop and everything on the channel. So thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it very much, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.